AI and automation. When you think AI, right? AI is this topic that I think a lot of times we see automation and we call it AI. So what is the difference? AI is actually human thinking, where it's going to be able to apply itself in a way that a human would, right? Whereas automation is tasks that are repetitive that we can put into a process that with minimal human input are going to be streamlined and more than anything accurate. One of the things that I love about streamlined processes and boosted efficiency is being able to do more with less, is being able to really understand the accuracy of things. There's this term out there that AI and automation have nothing to do with, and that is human error. You want to remove human error? Well, start to invest in AI and automation within your processes and within your own businesses, and you'll start to see that AI doesn't make the same mistake. They'll kind of set you free in terms of those things like human error. As we kind of get into it, right? What are we really going to talk about? We're going to talk about smarter lead matching. We're going to talk about deal flow and funding insights. We're going to talk about the experience that your customers have working through ROK Financial, as well as all of the resources that we're providing back to you guys, right? So just to kind of get it started and start the conversation, smarter lead matching. And what am I talking about when I'm talking about lead matching? Well, the very first layer to that is qualified or disqualified, right? They have this term in marketing, and it's called an MQL, right? That stands for marketing qualified lead. That means when we get a piece of information or a business owner engages with us, are they qualified for funding or are they disqualified for funding? We'll only know that based on the exact information that's been given about that lead, right? Whether that came directly through you guys or through one of your landing pages is yet to be seen, but it's all about understanding the different factors that make that business unique. Things like the business type or industry that it's in, credit score of the borrower, how much time they've been in business, how much money they make, where that business is located. There really is a laundry list of factors that go into qualified and disqualified. But then just to kind of continue on that path, it's also going to affect what products are available to a small business owner. And then ultimately what lenders and banks inside of those products would actually service, that type of borrower, right? Or in that, we've taken our process and taken those 3 steps, which in our system are stages 1, 2, and 3, right? And we've streamlined them to where a borrower could legitimately apply on their own, right? So you guys have your landing page that we give you, right? Everybody gets a landing page. Imagine this, somebody lands on your landing page, they're a business owner, they fill out a quick short form. That short form is going to show them a pre-approval. When they get that pre-approval, it's going to say, hey, if you're interested, you can complete the application process right now. Click here. And if they click there, it's going to push them into DocuSign where they can electronically sign an application. And once they've electronically signed that application, that automatically is going to be attached to that business owner within our system and within the CRM, and that document will live on their opportunity. And then it will push them to upload either their bank statements or connect their bank through Plaid. So we now have it where you could self-service as a business owner all the way up to a point where your business is being submitted to the lenders. Because as this information hits our system, it's automatically going to aggregate the data, summarize that information, and then also it will analyze the information, meaning that it will utilize the information that we've been given as well as the documentation that we've received. It will combine all of that information and then ultimately start to apply for funding for these individual borrowers. So now you have a system and a process set up where a business owner is pushing themselves along in the process. So as we go through the process and we gather this documentation and all that documentation and all that information is uploaded and aggregated, we're now going to create customized insights for each of those borrowers. Not only is it expensive to have, it's expensive to customize, it's expensive to upkeep, but we do that because we know that with real-time visibility into deal statuses, with automated communications to your clients about what is missing or what is needed, with a pipeline for you to review, along with reporting and dashboards that have summarized information for you, that's going to break down exactly what you need to keep yourself informed throughout the entire process. Now, just to go into your customer's experience a bit, as far as like AI and automation are concerned, we provide everybody that makes it into the stage where they've submitted documents, right? We call it a full package. The full package around that is the last 3 to 6 months of bank statements and a signed application. If you give us that information, we have the short form that you filled out. Every borrower at that point gets a customized, detailed loan analysis, as we call it. And basically, it looks at all of the different products that we offer, from SBA to term loans to lines of credit to equipment. It then points back to their business and literally walks them line by line as to what products might be available to them and how they could take advantage of them, as well as if they don't qualify for a product, why? Because a lot of times that's the most important question, is why aren't I getting an SBA loan? Why can't I get equipment financing today? Why isn't a term loan available? Well, now you'll know, and you'll have the ability to really leverage that information to grow your business in the future, right? If you want to go get that SBA loan in 6 months from now, that will then be your roadmap to do so. The other piece of technology that is certainly proprietary is our interactive loan approval calculator. Basically, what it does is it takes all of their approvals that they've received from any of the banks and lenders that we work with and puts it into one easy to use slider feature calculator that will calculate their payment, how long they have to pay the funds back, how much money they've qualified for. My favorite feature to the loan calculator is that it doesn't just go to the borrowers. So if you're one of our partners, you're working closely with these borrowers, we can send you the loan approval calculator before your borrower even gets it, right? You can be involved in that process. We can say, hey, these are the options we want to show. This is the information that's most relevant to my customer based on, what I know and what we're currently doing within their business. So we're going to show them options A, B, and C, but no need for option D. It's just another way for you guys to work alongside us and with us, right? And when I say partnership, I mean it. I don't want to be everything to everyone. I want to be exactly what you need us to be. How much does it cost to register for this? It's free. It is free. There's no cost to this. We pay all of this. The reason is because we're then going to share in the revenue with you, right? So we're going to give you access to everything that we believe you need access to be effective in this. And by doing so, we were going to build it anyway. Thank you guys so much for being on with me. Until next time, everybody, keep rocking.